Hello and welcome to MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Mono Balagwu. First, the headlines. KOGI governor offers outstanding core members automatic employment. People lament over hike on commodities and run for SALLAH. Japan's former Prime Minister SHINZO Abe shot. And in sport, Nigeria recorded 2-0 victory over Botswana in Group C Women's Africa Cup of Nations. And now the news in detail. KOGI State Governor Yahaya Bello has offered outstanding core members a receipt of the State Award, Mary Aimwan and Akpa Jamilu automatic employment in the state as a reward for their meritorious and humanitarian services to the state. The core members were singled out among the 725 outgoing 2021 Batch B Stream 1 core members at a passing out parade held at the Muhammad Buhari Square, Lokoja. Our reporter has more.
Governor Bello urged the core members to make efforts towards making Nigeria a better place through selflessness services, dedication to duty, honesty, integrity, and accountability. He commended their resilience to scale through the challenges as NYSC members. He noted that their specific contribution to primary health care during services, provision of qualitative education and rural infrastructure, and advocacy for sustainable development goals were critical in fostering and promoting the government's transformation agenda.
At all times, you should be good ambassadors of this wonderful scheme, that is the NYSC, and spread the gospel of good virtues of the scheme. As a government with the mandate of the people, we are tackling the issues of insecurity with the required seriousness it deserves to ensure that the general well-being of our citizens are guaranteed. In similar vein, we are also tackling health infrastructure fronted by the construction of the various health institutions all across the state. It is imperative to mention here that in no too distant time, the GYP Science Model Secondary School built across the 3 senatorial districts, and indeed every other infrastructures undertaken by this administration shall be commissioned by the President and Commander-in-Chief, President Muhammad Buhari, and our party flag bearer, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. All these are meant to improve the educational, health infrastructure in the confluence and also give a meaningful life and livelihood to all of our citizens. I wish to also acknowledge the commitment and dedication of the managers of the scheme for continually repositioning the scheme for optimum performance.
The KOGI State NYSC coordinator Williams Mofoluwaso Adebinkwe reiterated the fact that the era of seeking only white-collar jobs were over, while admonishing them to put to good use the various skills acquired through the NYSC Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Program.
Please note that many of your predecessors who listen to this council are today business owners and employers of labor, contributing immensely to the country's gross domestic product. As you disengage from national service today, I implore you to remain good ambassadors of the scheme and responsible role models to other youths, just as our father in the state is the #1 role model to all Nigerian youths. Avoid all forms of social vices, especially the get-rich mania, which is the bane of youth today. I hasten to add that you please work hard, put your trust in God, and He shall surely bless your worthy efforts with success.
To the beneficiaries of automatic employment, Mary Aimwa and Akwa Jamilu thanks the governor.
In addition to this award, I'm going to give you an offer. Taking your honors. In addition to the honorary citizenship of Ajakuta local government, I am offering you an immediate and permanent employment.
Actually, I appreciate the governor of KOGI State for this opportunity given to me. I want the governor and the president to create jobs for other scoppers. I don't have jobs.
I love learning. With this appointment, I hope it's a big breakthrough for me to forward my education, nurture myself academically to the certain degree or extent I wish to go in the world or in the journey of academics.
Other passing out corps members also commended.
Providing jobs for youth, preventing insecurity and crime.
For the main time I spent here, I noticed for my own local government, I said as Jumu local government, where the security was a bit concise actually, because well, it's not like it's that much. The whole problems of security wasn't really emphasized on. But I noticed that as long as we are going for clearance, we are always on mufti. But for other governments and all that, I feel that other preventive measures can be taking place, like that which you have done for us.
Indeed, the wisdom have been imparted into us, and really thank the state and the federal government as a whole. And the thing is that everybody have gained one or two things while on NYSC. But the thing is that in as much we've gathered knowledge, we need more fund to fund ourselves. Everybody have different type of skills, they have talents, but there's only one thing: if you are not engaged in funding, definitely our wisdom will just be a waste like that. The only one thing is that they should engage us with fund, and also if they don't engage us with fund, there will be a lot of criminal activities that will be going on in the society. Example like cyber crime and the lot like that. If we want to reduce it, we need fund.
Like now, they should appoint some youth corpers to some certain office, like levels, like how the governor earlier said, like local government, state government level, anything we can do.
Too many lessons. I'm this type that back then I don't used to associate, but with the NYSC scheme, I've been able to associate with persons that have learned so many skills, what we call Said, in our own way. So it will help me after finishing. Now that I've ended, NYSC is done and dusted. At least I'll go out there into the favor market. If I've not met with white collar jobs, I should be able to use the skills I've acquired to help myself, to help my family, and to help the society at large.
High point of the event was a cash gift of over 7 million naira to 725 outgoing corps members by the KOGI State Governor as a support to transport themselves back to their destinations.
Majority of you may want to return to your families and celebrate your successful completion of 1 year NYSC compulsory service to our father. To aid you to your various destinations, I am personally making a token contribution to your transportation of
Bello was also honored with a presentation of various artwork by the NYSC members.
Everything I've witnessed here is wonderful, and I wish you would accept this as a thank you, sir.
Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV News.
Kogi State Governor Yaya Bello said the State Prince Abubakar Aldo University Ayingba will commence its medical program in no distant time. Governor Bello declared this after inspecting facilities at the University Teaching Hospital in Ayingba. He said that all that was needed by the teaching hospital for the full employment of the medical program will be provided.
This doctor very important. When we went for accreditation, they say 19 years after, we are meeting the first
human physiology, BSc anatomy. We are about commencing the nursing science program, the medical laboratory program, science program, and then pharmacology. So by the time we are set and this teaching hospital is ready, inshallah, before you leave, we want to start the MBBS.
The human and the physical environment is very welcoming. They are very encouraging, and I am so satisfied with what I have seen so far. And I thank God that very soon we're going to have 100% accreditation for MBBS, students here. We wouldn't have to refer our students to any other institution. What has been done so far is wonderful and marvelous, and I am promising that everything that is required of this teaching hospital will be made available with the speed of light. It is going to be available as quick as possible, and not only that, the personnel, the welfare, and the emolument of all the doctors, lecturers, assistants, and workers who will ensure that the products that will come out of the Prince Abubakar University Teaching Hospital will be the best as far as Nigeria is concerned.
The governor also acknowledged the efforts of the Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Maria Tenuchi, and the Chief Medical Director of the Teaching Hospital. He maintained that the feat achieved was because the government was determined to touch the lives of the people positively. He urges the students and the people of Dekina local government to ensure peace and unity, to dwell amongst the communities and report criminals to enforcement agents. All the projects inspected are the remodeled Ajiolo Community Secondary School, Ajiolo plus Ojaji and Ogane Aji Golio Erosion Control Site. Security agencies in Kogi State have been charged to strengthen the collaboration amongst themselves in the fight against crime and criminality. Governor Yaya Bello gave the charge during a meeting with local government chairman, professional hunters, heads of vigilance groups, and the Nigerian Legion at the government house in Lokoja. Governor Bello, who stressed the importance of synergy amongst the security agencies, urged them to strengthen the process of information and intelligence gathering. He maintained that security was a priority area of the present administration, assuring that government will do all it takes to protect the lives and property of people of the state.
Criminals are criminals. Whether you are a common thief, whether you are a bandit, whether you are ISWAP, whether you are Boko Haram, whether you are kidnapper, whatever name you give yourselves, or they give themselves, our language, or in response, we refer to them as criminals. So, when you catch criminals, you deal with them decisively according to the laws of the land. We are leveraging on Mr. President's directive or order, executive order, where he directed that anybody that is not allowed by law to bear arms, when you catch them, they should face the full wrath of the law. So, I want to charge each and every one of us that we should return back and do our job without fear or favor. We must do it according to the law, and we must flush out criminals. They live amongst us.
While commending the non-conventional security personnel for their efforts at securing the state, Governor Bello advised them to intensify efforts in identifying criminals, their sponsors, leaders, and informers to punish them. The State Security Advisor, Jerry Omadara, commended the hunters, vigilante men of the Nigerian Legion in the state. He urged them to continue to complement the conventional security agencies in their efforts to fight against criminals. Ram and commodity marketers have lamented over the cost of buying and selling. They attributed the hike in the price to insecurity. The Secretary of Cattle Marketers, Obaro Daniel, and his colleagues, Abdul Malik Tijani, said it in an interview with our reporter. They said the hike is hitting hard on people. Baba Ibrahim and Aliyu Atta, who called on the government to do the needful to keep the people and property safe, said last year was better and many persons could afford it.
Very low turnout compared to last period. Even last year, when you look around, in Zango here, we have food. Zango is full with cow, even with ram. That side, that area, everywhere there is ram. Most people were not able to go to market to go and buy ram. The reason is that because of the increase in ram of the price. Because the ram we buy last year, some was 60,000, but this year now, from market, we are buying it 100,000.
Actually, for last year, it's cheaper than this year. Why? Because we can afford the RAM this year, at least a RAM of 250, 200, 120, 90, 95. But that of last year, we afford the RAM of 70,000, 80, and it will be big. A RAM of 70,000 now, 80 or 50 or 60 is a very small RAM. So because of insecurity of Zamfara State now, the challenge is the herdsmen here chasing people out of their house. So the people that sell the RAM, they don't bring much to the market, so that is why the ram is expensive this time.
Buyers Musa Dauda and Ilyas Yusuf also lamented over the sudden increase in the fuel pump. They said it also caused the increase in the price of things in the market.
We heard that the federal government says that fuel price is still at 65 either. But the way they're selling it in the petrol station, some are 200 or 210.
On food commodities, a bag of rice has also increased, while some said the country is facing inflation due to the devaluation of the naira.
Hankali amma duk da haka dai muna godiya ga Allah, muna roƙon Allah ya kawo mana kasuwa mai albarka. Muna so mu yi ciniki sosai mu ma domin mu samu abin da zamu yi dindimin sallah. Allah ya taimaka mana. Kudin buhun wake yakan zama 40 da wani abu, amma a wannan shekara ya zama kusan 60,000 domin mukan sai buhu 57,000 ko da shida.
I'm right now in the abattoir, where they sell cattle rearing, place now. You can imagine, wallahi, tallahi, he that wears the shoe know where it pinches. It is just too expensive. It is pretty too expensive. It is too hard. For the naira is devaluating, cost of living is hard. The advice to everybody is that Nigeria should try and think of how to rear a lot of rams like this or cattle like this, so that we the poor masses can always go there to get it. The petroleum something, the transportation is high, not the ram itself. They will think of how the transportation, they will think of their safety, because here and there there are a lot of bandits here and there. So them importing it all the way from where it has to be to come to Okene is a hell. But please, they should look at it.
They called on the federal government to act fast to secure the people who especially travel from one place to another to buy and sell. We're now going to a short break. We'll be right back. Please do stay with us. Glad to have you back with us. And now to the foreign scene. Japan's former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was shot at a campaign event on Friday, a government spokesperson said, as local media reported the ex-leader was showing no vital signs. Former Prime Minister Abe was shot at around 11:30 a.m. in the country's western region of Nara. Chief Cabinet Secretary Hirokazu Masuno told reporters. One man believed to be the shooter has been taken into custody. The condition of former Prime Minister Abe is currently unknown. Whatever the reason, such a barbaric act can never be tolerated, and we strongly condemn it, Masuno added. Local media, including national broadcaster NHK and the Kyoto news agency, said the former prime minister appeared to be in cardiorespiratory arrest, a term often used in Japan before a feared death can be officially confirmed by a coroner. The attack on a man who may be Japan's best-known politician comes despite the country's famously low levels of violent crime and tough gun laws. Abe had been delivering a stump speech at an event ahead of Sunday's upper house elections with security present, but spectators were able to approach him fairly easily. And on to sports, let's now join Jonah Malik for the update.
And on Sport Update, after a 40 start against South Africa, the reigning African champions bounced back to tame the mess in Rabat. Nigeria recorded a 2-0 victory over Botswana in the Group C Women's African Cup of Nations encounter on Thursday night. Goals coming in from Ifeoma Onomenu and Super Sub Christy Uchebe propelled the Super Falcons past the mess at Stade Maule Hassan. Thanks to this result, Nigeria moved to second in Group C log behind leaders South Africa. The Super Falcons faced Burundi on Sunday night, and another win would secure their place in the quarterfinals. On the other hand, Botswana will try Bayama for size with a place in the last 8 in sight. Elena Rabikina defeated Simona Halep in one semi-final of the women's draw, while Owens Joboa saw off Tajana Maria in the other semi-final clash to set up an SW19 showdown in which a brand new champions will be crowned. But there was more disappointing news to come after that, with Rafael Nadal withdrawing from the tournament in a press conference. The 22-time Grand Slam champion battled through an abdominal injury to beat Taylor Fritz in 5 sets on Wednesday to progress into the semi-finals. But scan revealed the severity of the injury. It means Nick Kyrgios received a walkover into a maiden major finals. Nadal will be sidelined for 3 to 4 weeks, with the US Open scheduled to take place in 7 weeks' time at the end of August. And that's Sports Update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah.
And now Matthias Ayadeji standing by for the entertainment update.
On our foreign entertainment news, US actor James Caan, best known for playing Sonny Calhoun in the famous 1970s gangster film The Godfather, has died at age 82, his family said in a statement. The statement was posted on Caan's Twitter account on Thursday, but did not mention a cause of death. The statement reads, "It is with great sadness that we inform you of the passing of Jimmy on the evening of July 6th. The family appreciates the outpouring of love and heartfelt condolences and asks that you continue to respect their privacy during this difficult time." Caan received an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor for his portrayal of Sonny Corleone, the hot-tempered brother of the main antagonist, Michael Corleone, in The Godfather. The Godfather was released in 1972 and widely considered one of the best mafia films of all time. Was followed in 1974 by The Godfather Part 2, in which Caan returned as Sonny during several flashback scenes. Al Pacino, who played Michael Corleone in the films, in his tributes to Khan, described him as his fictional brother and lifelong friend. He said, "It is hard to believe that he won't be in the world anymore because he was so alive and daring." In an article in the Hollywood Reporter marking the 50-year anniversary of the first Godfather film this year, actor Robert Duvall said that Khan was a buoyant presence on the set and made the first film the most fun to work on. James Edmund Khan was born in the Bronx borough of New York City in March 26, 1940, to German Jewish immigrants. One of three siblings, Khan began acting on television in 1961. He gained widespread acclaim for his role in the 1971 TV movie Brian's Song, in which he played real-life Chicago Bears football player Brian Piccolo, who died of cancer at age 26. The role earned Khan an Emmy nomination, but by the early 1980s he began to soar on films, though Michael Mann's 1981 neo-noir-heist film Thief, in which he played a professional safecracker looking for a way out, is among his most admired films. Senior entertainment news from Africa, Nigeria songstress Simi, in an interview on Apple Music Africa Now Radio, revealed that her recent album, To Be Honest, took her almost 3 years to put together. Speaking on the creative process with Dada Ehis, Simi revealed that she did a lot of writing and it took a while for her to make satisfactory adjustments to the album. To Be Honest is Simi's fourth studio album and it was released 3rd June 2022. Simi has shared the intention behind the album was to express her thoughts in the most enjoyable and soothing manner. And that was all on entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Adeji Peter.
Thank you, Matthias, for the update. And that is the size of our package today. Join us tomorrow at the same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, MLC TV, like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram at MLC TV 2021, Twitter at MLC TV 1. For your event coverage, information contribution, advert and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Do join us on Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. Friday at 9 p.m. Local Government and You. Saturday at 7 p.m. Family Affairs. 9 p.m. Political Arena and Women's World on Sunday 6 p.m. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Mono Balagogo. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and a peaceful society together. It's goodbye for now and thanks for watching.